training is going to really show you what needs to be done in your business and in your daily activities, because this is so, so important. And this particular training session can really change everything for you, right? So let me just quickly share my screen here. So the question is, how am I not converting my leads into actual sales? I get these people, but I also don't really get them. Or they connect with me, but then I don't get them converted. So those are some of the questions people ask. The other questions people ask is, how do you even find leads? Where do you find your leads? How do you find these leads? Now, in any business that you are in, it doesn't matter whether you're in networking, whether you're running a side business, whether you're running a full-time business, whatever business you're running, you're going to need customers. And you're going to need many customers to increase your sales. So networking in general has really changed over the past few years. It isn't even the same 5 years ago. That's how quick things have changed. And in some way, we have actually been forced to change the way we operate. People have gone online more now than ever before, and this happened since lockdown. So can we operate the same as before? If you have to ask this question to yourself, can we operate the same as before? The other question is, can we generate leads as we did in the past? Then the third question is, does the technology we have today allow us to leverage more than before? So now if you had to have a look at old school networking. Now, old school could be 10 years ago, 20 years ago, it could even be 5 years ago, or even be 8 years ago. We have found the prospect. Either you spoke to them, you spoke to your circle of influence, you contacted friends, you contacted family, whoever you spoke to, you attracted that prospect. You then presented it personally. So it was like a one-to-one presentation personally to people. You had to know enough about your product, you had to know enough about your service so that you know what you're talking about to present that personally to your prospect. Then you had to follow up with a call. So you had to either invite them, talk to them, follow up. After doing the presentation, you're following up with them and finding out if they want to know more, if they're ready to get started, if they want to actually. Then you had to invite them to a weekly training. This might have been on a Thursday, it might have been on a Saturday for those people that work, but this was the old school way. Now, maybe you can relate to this, okay, because I do. This is exactly what we did. But what were the failures of the past? People were managed and not mentored, okay? So many times you weren't really flexible to do the things that you wanted to do, and you were kind of managed by your team, your upline, and their fixed ways. The other thing, leaders were micromanaging every aspect, which prevented them from stepping up. So they were so in control with the meetings, with the events, with everything, that everybody else became very reluctant, and they didn't step up to actually be part or to take part. The third thing that happened is not having a great team culture and only recognizing top producers. The other thing is your prospects were stolen by others. So if you didn't attend the presentation on that Saturday at that particular venue, somewhere along the way, the prospect ended up there, you didn't, but they were swiped or stolen by somebody else that did attend, or even by the upline. Hopefully that hasn't happened to you before. Then it was often difficult to get people to attend presentations because, people's time is valuable and they don't want to waste their time, even though you've got the best opportunities. So these are all the failures of the past way of networking as we know it today. We still need interested prospects. There are still ways of getting these interested prospects, and this is what we're going to be discussing tonight. But what happens when you do get that prospect? How do you now go about it compared to the past? You invite them to a closed group, like we have a closed Facebook group, for instance, where you can have a social learning page, you can have a video presenting the whole presentation. Now they can just invite them to this group. The next thing, they can tag them to the pinned presentation video. After that, you can even divert Sally to your sales page, which is an automated sales funnel. Then obviously the last thing is you follow up with a WhatsApp or with a messenger, but the process is so much smoother, so much easier. So people that actually network today have got so much advantage of being able to network in a much easier environment and easier way. And it's automated because systems are put into place. And all you need to do is to find those prospects. Looking at the advantages of networking today, we are able to leverage so much easier. It is also duplicatable. So what you can do, the next person can do, the new person can do. And this is what you want. You want the system to be able to duplicate. The other thing, it is automated. So when you have invited them to the group, it's automatically, whether you're sleeping or whether you're awake, people can join the group, look at the video that's been pinned, and they can have a look at the presentation. They don't have to wait for Saturday morning for a presentation or Thursday evening when there's a gathering to listen to the presentation. Then it is also quicker and a smoother process. So the delay, there's no delay. If they want to know now, they can listen to it now. If they're ready tomorrow, they can listen to it tomorrow. The other thing is people use their own initiative with prospect attraction on social media. So it has become so much more exciting, more fun. And people start using their own initiative. They start being themselves, whereas previously we had to follow the crowd. Then it also becomes more fun and unique because every single person is different. The way I will do a video is completely different to the way you're going to do a video. So make it fun and make it unique. People get to know, like, and trust you for who you are and what you stand for. If you're that special type of person that likes motivating people, they're going to see you as that. If you're that type of person that likes educating people, they're going to see you as that. If you're somebody that likes to coach people, they're going to see you as that. So that is who they are going to get to know, get to like, and get to trust. So what converts leads into sales? Live videos. I know you don't like listening to this, and neither did I. If I tell you how shy I was to actually do a video, it was terrible. I could rather stand on a stage and talk to 500 people. But the moment I had to actually record myself on a video, I was just never, ever happy. So live videos is the reality. It's what most people do not want to do, but have to do. So the reality is that most people are not looking for your product or your service or your opportunity. They're not out there looking for it, but the thing that attracts them to ask you is what you are going to do. So when you do a live video as an intro, this attracts them to you and gets them to ask you more. They're also going to start recognizing your lifestyle, your ways, the opportunities you're promoting, the business concepts that you are sharing, the coaching that you are giving. So this is what's going to attract them. Live videos have the power, number one, to make you an expert in your niche. So if you're a previous business owner or you're a current business owner and you're sick and tired of being a business owner and you just want to get out of this environment, talk about it. It connects you with your audience. So automatically they start connecting with you in a different way. Number three, it helps you to generate leads easier. And number four, it makes the result you want 100% more possible. So live videos, yes, it's not something that anybody wants to do, but it's something you have to start doing if you want to take your business to the next level. and if you want to change your life today. So what is stopping you? Is it fear? Is it anxiety? Is it camera shy? Is it stage fright? What is it that's stopping you? So my question to you is, what if 1 to 2 videos a week turned your income into a 6 or 7 figure earning? Would that change your mind? What if 1 to 2 videos gave you the freedom that you are looking for, the life that you are looking for, the lifestyle that you are looking for? And what if you are able to reach your goals just by doing 1 to 2 videos a week? Would you do it? Just do it. Start with a 2-minute video, even if it's just 2 minutes, mentioning 3 things that you're grateful for today. Do that video. Something quick and easy. Start with what makes you happy. What makes you happy on a daily basis? Tell them how you feel about great opportunities and why it's important to have many opportunities these days. You can create eye-catching posts. Besides creating live videos, you can even create eye-catching posts with a call to action. Talk about the race and that rat race most people find themselves in today. Many people have got a 9-to-5 job, rushed in a rat race, hate what they do, and just want to get out, but they don't know how. Maybe talk about moms wanting to spend more time with their kids, the privilege of dads being able to work from home. How awesome topic would that be? What about an extra income opportunity for students? There are so many students out there. Take them away from TV games and rather put them into a business opportunity where they can make a couple extra rands. What about, pensioners? There are pensioners out there wanting a little bit more for themselves, wanting to earn, and sometimes just wanting to keep themselves busy. They have got such acquired skills. They've got so much savvy. They've got so much knowledge. What if they can start a freelancing writing course? What if they can start an extra business opportunity by creating their favorite recipe book? Anything like that. So talk about it and attract those type of people. What about earning an extra stream of income to further your education? Imagine if you didn't have the money, but you had this, the skills and you had the ability to do this, but you just couldn't further your education because of finances. What if you can help these people? Now, I want you to take your pen and paper, and I want you to look at these topics. If you had to select 5 topics, and I'm going to be asking you the 5 that you selected after this. But if you had to select 5 topics, what would you choose from these 5 names? Randomly, what really pops out to you? I'm going to leave it there for a little while. I'm actually going to write down my 5 as well while you're writing down your 5. Okay, I've written down my 5 that actually popped up to me right now. So if you could choose your 5 names from this list, what would it be? And I assume you have written it down now. Share your experience and your brilliance on that specific topic. You don't sell it to them, you tell them. You inform people about whatever you selected there. So you can actually talk about that topic and have fun with the topic that you selected. People will connect with you, and that is what you want. You want them to connect with you. So allow people to trust you. People do business with those who they know, like, and trust. You can only do this when they get to see you, hear you, and connect with you. So where do you do this? Well, there is so many options. You can duplicate your specific content, those 5 topics that you've just selected. You can put that content on various platforms. There's Quora, there's Instagram, there's LinkedIn, there's Twitter, there's Facebook, there's YouTube, there's TikTok, and so many more. But these are the main ones. And you can post your content on all these platforms. Now, don't just create content, create curiosity. You need to, it's almost like, think of your business as a movie, and the social media posts that you're posting, the preview of your movie. When you want to watch a movie, you look at a preview and you decide whether you want to watch that movie. Now, when you do this on social media, this is exactly what's going to attract them. So you do not want to give people all the information on your preview, but you want them to wonder what you do, and you want them to connect with you and to ask you. Keep your content interesting. Mix your content a little bit. Don't just do live videos. Do live videos, do normal videos that you maybe make with a slideshow, post on stories, text posts, like you text, write texts, ask a question, play a game, whatever. Do some picture posts and do some reels like we spoke about last night on Instagram. Number 2, create content relevant to today and the future. So whatever you post today should be relevant to the future. And number 3, connect and build relationships with people that you can have long-term relationships with. Because that is what happens at the end, is when you have long-term relationships, people start trusting you and they follow you no matter what. So prospecting is something you should be doing every single day, consistently. This is an income-producing activity, and you have to make time for it. You build relationships with your future clients. And how many people do you know? How many have you actually spoken to? And these are questions that you should be answering to yourself. Most people only talk to 10% of the people they know. If you think about all the people that you know, have you spoken to 90%, 70%, 50%, or 10%? Honestly, ask yourself, how many people have you really spoken to? Can you expect to reach your goals if you don't keep speaking to people? And give yourself a percentage on how you have done the past week, and be honest with yourself. And those are my questions. So today, you want to know, how do you convert your prospects to customers? You use the platforms that are available to you. You start doing your live videos, you start doing your posts, you start connecting and creating a film show, create your own movie, and give people a preview. And then they start connecting with you. And that is when you start converting your people into sales. There's so much I still want to share with you on the content of your posts and how you can actually create your posts to give suitable content. And that we'll definitely do as well in a lesson.